Tau Sinai and Tau Malam were 375 kilometers apart. Peter left Tau Sinai for Tau Malam at 10 a.m., traveling at an average speed of 75 kilometers per hour. Fred left Tau Sinai sometime later than Peter and overtook him at 12 noon. Fred traveled at an average speed of 90 kilometers per hour. Question A. At what time did Fred leave Tau Sinai? Question B. How much later did Peter arrive in Tau Malam than Fred? So the first sentence says that Tau Sinai and Tau Malam were 375 kilometers apart. So Tau Sinai is here, while Tau Malam is here. And their total distance apart is 375 kilometers. The next sentence says Peter left Tau Sinai for Tau Malam at 10 a.m. So Peter moved this way at 10 a.m. and traveling at an average speed of 75 kilometers per hour. So the speed of Peter is 75 kilometers per hour. Okay, over here, travel at average speed. Then the next sentence says that Fred left Tau Sinai as well sometime later than Peter and overtook him at 12 noon. So Fred is actually also moving off from Tau Sinai to Tau Malam, but at 12 o'clock, while Peter is here, Fred overtook him. And Fred was traveling at an average speed of 90 kilometers per hour. So from this graph, we know that Peter has actually traveled for 2 hours. So in these 2 hours, because from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., the distance traveled by Peter would be distance is equals to speed times time, which is given by the speed of Peter, which is over here 75, times the time taken, which is 2 hours, and that gives us 150 kilometers. So the distance traveled by Peter is actually here. This whole stretch is 150 kilometers. In order for Fred to overtake Peter, Fred must also travel 150 kilometers. And since we know the speed of Fred as being 90, we will be able to find the time taken for Fred to overtake Peter. So to find the time is actually distance divided by speed, which is given by 150 kilometers divided by speed, which is 90, that gives us 1 2/3 hour. That is to say that Fred actually only traveled 1 2/3 hour, and this is equivalent to 1 hour and 40 minutes. So the question A asks, what time did Fred leave Tau Sinai? We need to use 12 o'clock minus 1 hour and 40 minutes, and that leaves us with 10:20 a.m. This is the answer for part A. The B question asks, how much later did Peter arrive in Tau Malam than Fred? So we know that at 12 o'clock they will actually meet each other before moving on. So, and by 12 o'clock, both of them have traveled 150 kilometers. So the remaining distance here is actually 375 minus 150, which gives us 225 kilometers. Since we already know Peter's speed, which is 75 kilometers per hour, we know we will be able to find the time taken by Peter to finish the journey. So the time by Peter, let's put a P here, is actually the distance, which is 225 divided by the speed. Which gives us 3 hours, which means that Peter took 3 hours to finish the journey from 12 p.m. onwards, while the time taken by Fred would be again the same distance, which is 225 divided by the speed. His speed is 90 kilometers per hour, so I need to divide by 90. And it gives us 2.5 hours, which means that Peter will arrive half an hour later than Fred. So the question asks, how much later did Peter arrive? To find the difference is 3 minus 2.5, which gives us half an hour.